before you know it, it's almost Valentine's Day. I cannot believe how quickly Valentine's Day comes up after the holiday season. I think we all kind of get caught up in the food, the outfits, the family, the friends, all the events, and then it sneaks up on us and we have no idea what we're gonna wear. And the easiest thing to jump towards in your closet is, oh my God, what do I have that's red? What do I have that's pink? And yeah, that fits perfectly, but I wanted to give you guys some different ideas based off of what I'm seeing in spring and what the trends are. So just to give you guys a bit of an overview, I'm thinking velvet, I'm thinking bows, I'm thinking polka dots, I'm thinking monochrome, do something a little bit more interesting with red and pink rather than just a little red dress, which can also be fantastic. So let me show you guys some options and what I am personally looking at that you can wear not only just for Valentine's Day, but throughout the rest of spring. So my first option here is this little pink Sinsin dress. That's the brand name. If you have heard of Sinsin, you probably know them for their bathing suits. They are amazing at doing printed, colorful, vibrant bathing suits that I love with interesting patterns. But what you don't see a lot of people wearing is their clothing. They have amazing clothes and dresses and skirts and shirts. So I found this and I thought there's no way that I would see anybody else wearing this dress, and it is so on style for the times right now. There is a bow obsession happening, but I like the way the bows are done here. They're very tasteful. You have these two on the shoulders that are just adorable, and then you have a very moderate amount on the dress. It's not these huge ostentatious bows, it's just little. And my favorite part about this dress is the rouging. If there's any sort of bumps, lumps, anything that you want to hide, the rouging will help with that. But it's fun, it's flirty. If it's cold where you live, I would pair this with a black leather jacket, black tights, and a black pair of shoes. Really simple, but keeps it chic. The reason why I'm picking all black to go with this and not overdoing it in color is this dress is the standout. That's the point of it. And if you're wearing it for Valentine's Day, it's pink, it fits the theme perfectly. But then guess what? When the temperatures start warming up and it's spring and summertime, you can throw this on with a strappy heel and it's perfect. So let me show you the next option. So this option is Jacques Mus, which is a French designer, and I'm obsessed with his clothing. I love the way that this is styled. Specifically, you can see that there's these red pointy heels. Red heels right now are the biggest thing. People are doing just the red color, a deep burgundy color. And when I think of polka dots, I think of the movie Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts at the horse races. And I love the way that these polka dots are tastefully done. I am not a fan of huge over-the-top polka dots on dresses or shirts. I think that can start to look a little tacky and kitschy, and I think that Valentine's Day, it's easy to go in that direction, but this is perfect for a Galentine's Day dinner, lunch, whatever it might be. And I'm obsessed with this kind of off-the-shoulder sweetheart neckline and the way that it's styled, especially with this black bag that they have going. I might do it more with a black clutch or a red clutch to go off of the heels. So this is a fantastic option. The next option is this all Tom Ford monochromatic look. And what I love about Tom Ford is how the brand does monochrome. The best way that I find to do monochrome is, and what that means is you're selecting one color, but you're doing a variation of that color. So maybe it's a light pink, a medium pink, and a darker pink. And this is kind of like a fuchsia, and it's all different textures. That's one of the keys. Some of the best monochromatic looks I've seen have to do with different textures. Maybe a soft sweater and a patent leather jacket, and then something suede or denim if you're doing all blue. There's different ways you can do monochrome, but the way to really elevate it is to change the textures and to do a slight variation of the depth of the color that you are sticking with. This is gonna be more on the high end in terms of a Valentine's Day look, but this is something that you can wear right now in the wintertime if you're doing more of a long sleeve, cozier sweater, or you can transition it into the spring depending on the layering of your monochromatic look. And the next option we have is this very sexy little number by Retro Feet. This is a black lace dress, and it has this kind of velvet bandeau top up here, velvet little mini skirt, but it's a dress, everything's connected. This is definitely more appropriate for a date night rather than a lunch, but hey, maybe depending on where you're going and who you're going with. But I love this. I love the way that you can really style this to make it your own. The way that I would personally style this, I know they've done it with like these big bangles, and as much as I love that look, I don't really love that with this dress because I think there's so much going on up top. I would style it a little bit differently. So the way that I would style this dress is I would probably do a high ponytail, or I would do some really sleek hair. I would, straighten it, pin straight. I would wear this with a pop of color since it is all black in the shoe or the bag. I would probably stick with doing a red shoe because if we're talking about Valentine's Day, black and red always looks fantastic together. Or if you're less focused on the colors of Valentine's Day, I think an emerald green shoe would look fantastic with this. I think you can have some fun with the jewelry other than just doing gold or silver. I would get creative with the colors here. And that's it. Those are the options for Valentine's Day that you can absolutely transition into the spring and summer.